So you just imagine that if you can capture some opportunities like this by then, and even now, okay, you will be in a better position. And if you reflect that, let's say 6 months back, you say that, okay, it was a good decision, you know? So it's just about perceiving the things, and how will you perceive that things if you have the right attitude and right mindset.
Right. So thank you, Taha. So I think we established, some friends already join us. Just to summarize here, right? We are already talking about positioning your business for investment. And we know that this is for entrepreneurs inside corporations or outside corporations, in my mind, because you can have an entrepreneurial mind inside a corporation. This is for individuals that are seeing what is happening in their context and trying to adapt their business model so they can be more attractive for investments. So Taha, you created for us a nice, very impressive presentation. And I think let's go over that presentation, because I think it would be a good way to introduce to others the topic and go in an orderly fashion, step by step. What do they need to do, again, to position your business, existing or startup, for investment and growth, right? Because that is the first step. You do investment, and then from there you move into growth. So let's go into let's go to the presentation. Let me bring it over here.
Yeah.
So setting up a startup business. So let's start with that. So go ahead, and just let me know whenever you want to bring the other slide, and we can have a conversation from there.
Sure. So how to pick a best business idea? Okay, because this is so important, so crucial, that because if you think yourself, if you just think, you are having lots of ideas about, you can go into the garment store, or you can do an e-commerce setup, or you can do a tech startup, so there are different ideas. So what I would suggest you, okay, first of all, look inwards. Okay, so what I mean by that? So just imagine that what are the problems you are facing. Okay, because we don't have to go far beyond ourselves, or look to the market, because it will take a lot of more effort. But if you can feel, like there is some problem that you're facing in your daily routine, or if you're going to a grocery shop, there is not set up. So from your inner self, okay, you have to find the problem, okay, which you're experiencing. Because if you are or if you find that problem, then you will be able to communicate better to your customer or to your investor. Okay, and then see about what skills are you good at. Okay, so there's no point in jumping into finance if you're not good in finance. So first problem, like, see what problems you are facing, then what skills are you good at. Okay, find your why, because if only you will be able to sustain your business if you can connect with your business really well. Okay, so finding the why is very important. Okay, then in the second step, once you find that why, you have to brainstorm the solution. That, okay, now I'm having a problem. I'll give you one example. Whenever I go to a grocery store or a small shop, that store will not be having a POS device, okay, to actually have a purchase with my debit card. I have to give them the cash. Okay, they only deal with the cash. They don't have a POS device to be able to use with credit cards and debit cards. So what I thought is that, why he's not having that POS device? Okay, so I started a conversation with him. So what he told me, that he has to pay some amount to the bank in order to have that device, and it involves some cost to him, and it's not feasible so that he can have it. Okay, so when I hear this story from him, I thought of an idea about, how about if he's having his mobile phone with him, if he can able to accept the payments, okay, using his mobile phone, then he don't need a POS device. Okay, so there I thought the idea about that, how if we can introduce a cash mechanism into just accepting the payments using mobile phone. Okay, and he can afford that. Okay, so first of all, once you're identifying your idea, then you have to brainstorm your solution, and you have to test your solution in a small group of people to have some validation that whether it will work in a long run or not. So the best way is to start with your family, to discuss with your friends about what's your idea, what you are, having your idea in your mind, and then with your solution, how you can solve the problem, or you can have some sort of different solutions. In that solution finding stage, you have to study the market as well, like what others are doing, and is there any better way that I can come up? Because from here you will determine your value proposition, okay, which we'll be going to discuss in the next slide.
Right.
Yeah,
so and let me make a comment here, because we got a question. We have a few questions for some of our attendees. Christopher asked the question, very related to this topic. How do you decide on what product or service to start your business? And you basically answer the question there, right? I think, in my mind, in my experience, that is the most critical question, right? Before you even start forming your team or deciding, looking for money, or even building a business plan, it is very important to have an understanding in what the value proposition is, right? And that is what you're describing here. You have to look inward, what is my passion, right? What I am good at it. And not necessarily, you can acquire the skills. So let's say that you feel that you like, for example, media, like doing stream services, and you find that maybe there is an opportunity there. You can learn those skills if that is your passion. In fact, you will learn faster if that is your passion, right? So find your passion, then start observing and seeing, okay, what are the value opportunities there? Who are the players? What are they delivering? What price structure do they have? How satisfied are the customers right now with that, right? And then that will give you ideas to start experimenting, right? And like you said, I think it's very important to do brainstorm solutioning and validation, like you indicated there. And Taha, there is no better time to do that now, frankly.
Exactly.
You can go to Amazon for free for 1 year. You can go to Azure. You can go to, and you don't have to be a programmer. You don't have to be a technical person. You can actually, it's like Lego blocks, putting things together and immediately test them. You can actually bring a product, basic product, and start testing your ideas and getting feedback and building from there.
And there's two things that I need to mention over here. First thing is, people say that, okay, if I am doing something which is already in the market, okay, whether I'll be successful? There is a common myth that, okay, there is already such product lies in the market. Why should I need to go into that thing? This is absolutely wrong. Why? Because you can make it better. Okay, if you can connect with that product, and if you can see that, or if you can feel that your solution that you're providing is much better, or the quality of your product which you will be delivering is much better than your competitors, then you can excel. Okay, and the second thing over here, that you need to first, if you can analyze your competitors better, okay, then you can pitch something or build something that is far better than him. Okay, so that we'll also going to cover in some slides. And one last thing over here is that, one last thing I need to mention over here, that don't think about a backup or a second business plan, or a second backup, like if my business will going to fail or something like this. Okay, don't ever think about this. Okay, because if you want to do something, trust your abilities, define your passion, trust your abilities, and envision yourself that you will be successful in that business. So that's how you will build your momentum.
Hi, I am Josue Batista from What and Why First. I created this video blog to share with you my thoughts about relevant trends in leadership, strategy, innovation, and value creation. If you want to watch more videos, make sure you follow my blog so you never miss any of my new videos with more tips about technology and business. And if you are already a senior leader in charge of making decisions in your organization, and you would like to put some of these strategies in place for yourself, go to josuebatista.com and learn how I can help you.